Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. My country people, the northern leaders and elders, they've lamented bitterly on how President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has totally neglected the North. He doesn't seek for their counsel. He doesn't listen to their words. So because now he's the president, he's no longer paying attention to the North. He's not even seeing to their demands anymore. He's not considering them as part of the one Nigeria he's trying to lead. Why is it so? Even when they've made it known that they don't want war, Tinubu is still insisting on going to war. Tinubu and the ECOWAS, they are still insisting on going to war. Why is it so? So, at this point, Professor Usman Yusuf had made it known that Tinubu is taking the North for granted. He is taking them for granted. He made the statement known in an interview with AIT during the Focus program when he was airing his views on the Niger coup. And then he was asked a follow-up question that President Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, not the president of only the northern Nigeria, and he may be considering the overriding national interest. But then, my country people, Usman said that those of them in the north, their clerics, the lawmakers, traditional rulers, and the people of the northern extraction have said no, that they don't want war in Niger. He said that the Nigerians are like their brothers and they are closely related because of the long-term relationship, the intermarriages and all of that. So, why is it that Tinubu is not listening to the northern leaders, the elders? It is so obvious that he's taking them for granted. He's taking the northerners for granted. At this moment, when Tinubu needs to listen to what they have to say, because they are not interested in going to war with the Niger because they are close. And we know that if war should break out in Niger, if eventually war breaks out in Niger, it will affect the northerners. But Tinubu seems so unbothered about this issue. He's not even bothered at all on the feelings of the northerners and how they would feel. But then, my country people, we've always known that this issue of Niger, President Mohamed Bazoum's election in 2021 was like a landmark in the Niger's history, ushering in the country's first peaceful transfer of power since independence from France in 1960. And then his removal really unleashed a shock wave around West Africa, where Mali and Burkina Faso likewise, they've always suffered this jihadist insurgency. They've always suffered military takeovers. But then, my country people, the ECOWAS now, the Economic Community of West African States, gave the Niger military juntas 1 week ultimatum on July 30th to restore Bazoum or face potential use of force. But the deadline expired without any action. Nothing was done. And then ECOWAS started looking for other means to bring back Bazoum as the democratic leader of the country, as the democratically elected leader of the country. And this Niger's military reign has really sent mixed signals since the crisis erupted. And then we've got to see that recently the coup leaders, they said they are ready to come to a conclusion, or they are open for negotiations and dialogues. But afterwards, these Niger military rulers decided that they want to prosecute Bazoum for high treason and undermining internal and external security, because it's so obvious that they have gathered sufficient evidence to prosecute Bazoum. And then this legal threat was angrily condemned by ECOWAS, which they said they will resort to force, even if it's by using force, even if it's the last option, that's what they would do to make sure that Bazoum comes back as the president of the country. That's how we've got to see that the Nigerian president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the ECOWAS chairman, has been involving himself in this issue full time. Yes, we know we have our own problems in this country, but Tinubu seems to be more bothered, more concerned about what's going on in Niger than what's going on in Nigeria. Because many have made it known that Tinubu shouldn't drag this country into war. We have a lot we are currently going through in this country, and we need the president to focus more on his country. But as the ECOWAS chairman now, he has a lot of duties. He has a lot of, responsibilities. That's why Tinubu is involving himself into this issue. But then, my country people, Usman have said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now doesn't regard the northern leaders, the northern elders, because he's just doing as he pleases. They don't want any war in Niger because it will affect them. But Tinubu is not concerned. Tinubu is not bothered. He said Tinubu did not talk to anybody, but he just wrote to the Senate to permit him to go to war. We recall when Tinubu wrote to the Senate now for them to, I think he wanted to get approval to get our Nigerian military ready, that's the army ready, so they can head on to Niger and, use force on them. But the Senate, the National Assembly, they declined. They never gave Tinubu the approval he needed. That was when we got to see Asari Dokubo offering his services, that Tinubu can, take him if he wants. So guys, this is a very serious issue. But then, my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Guys, I'm dropping here. Can you share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section? Thank you. Bye for now.